So happy to have you guys again from the Dog Psychology Center to talk about getting prepared for the holiday season. So any holiday has energy, and then it has a reason why we celebrate it. For example, Thanksgiving is a certain reason why we celebrate it, right? So it's an energy. So we have to be very sure what energy we dog people are in order for our dogs to feel trust, respect, love. In order for you to enjoy anywhere you want. In order for you to create a backyard anywhere, right? Because the whole point is for your dog to go from point A to point B. And every time you stop in any point B, you can create boundaries for your dog, right? But the most important part is the energy. So we're gonna keep always talking about energy. Remember, I train humans, rehabilitate dogs. But I believe that we can, at one point, learn to prevent rehabilitation. And we just get the best out of our dogs. So how do we do that? Well, we do that by understanding energy. We do that by understanding the right philosophy. We do that by in a way, getting tools like Halo. And that's the reason why I created Halo. I wanted to give people the freedom. I wanted to give people the connection, the communication, the relationship, so people can enjoy holidays, right? So no matter what holiday it is, for me, it's always about energy, philosophy, action, the family or the friends, agreement, commitment, follow through. So I do always talk about formula, rituals, and symbols. And today is one of those days again, so we can be in community, so we can all hear the same message again, so we can all behave the same way, so we can all have what we all want as a dog lovers: trust, respect, and love. Right, so greeting is in the dog loving world, slowly but surely is becoming a lot more understanding that respect is part of the ritual, right? Because a lot of, when I started many years ago, I've been on TV 20 years. When I started in the beginning, everybody wanted to greet a dog excited because they thought that this is the energy that it needs to be used with dogs. But what people have learned over the years is the way you greet a dog, it learns to greet other people. But remember, we have two very important humans in our society: the kids and our grandparents. And so if a dog learns first to greet humans excited, and then he's going to greet all stages of life that way, which it becomes not safe for kids and grandparents. So that's why I always remind people: no touch, no talk, no eye contact. Let the dog practice calm surrender. Then the dog will come to you and he'll tell you if he trusts you or not. Once the dog shows you trust or happy-go-lucky, then you, human, can reinforce that behavior, right? So then the dog learns to first be quiet, to be calm, to be gentle, right? And then the dog will receive the attention or the affection of the human. Of course, we can't teach the mind without first addressing the body. That's why the exercise is so important. And so hopefully in the future, or not too far in the future, we know that when holidays are coming, we have to walk longer, right? And so it becomes a habit. It's like it becomes a ritual that every time a holiday is on this way, our dogs are gonna walk longer. Now, if you don't have time, remember you can put a backpack on your dog, right? And so, and then of course, by you knowing how to create a backyard everywhere, you can allow your dog to practice play, explore. The most important activity before play and explore is the walk. Follow, play, explore. And that's why I want to create a tool like Halo, or created a tool like Halo, so people can have the freedom that I have, right? So where the dogs follow me off leash. Why do they follow me off leash? Because my energy is good, my philosophy is good, my actions are good. And guess what? It's 7 days a week, 365. So I'm a good father with my human kids and with my dog kids, right? So it's something that I don't take breaks, and it's not a part-time thing, right? So that's something that we all have to remember. We have to be a good pack leader. And good pack leader means my energy has to be good, my philosophy has to be good, and my actions have to be good. Well, think about it. So once we work with Mother Nature, remember one of the things that I love about my grandfather that I keep repeating now that I have 2 kids, I have to repeat my kids. repeat my kids exactly what I learned a long time ago. Make sure that you gain the trust and the respect of Mother Nature, right? And so never work against Mother Nature. So before you bring smells, sights, or sounds, they are not natural to the dog. Make sure that dog is tired and understand rules, boundaries, limitations, right? So that dog has some kind of education. Like, I have to know certain rules, boundaries, limitations as a human being to come and visit your house, right? So that I need to have just a little bit. So with the halo collar, you're going to be able to increase to 100% understanding what the rules are, what the boundaries are, what the limits are. So once the dog understands that, then you bring smells like food. And that's when the beacon can be very helpful. Let me see if something. Let's say this is a piece of something, right? So I will put my beacon in this piece of food wrap. It doesn't have to be cooked. It's just the smell. And before my dog comes into my house, I will put this piece of food, whatever. Then the nose is gonna come in, but by that time, the dog is already trained. We have to practice prevention, meaning before we practice bringing a dog to incredible smells, the dog needs to have certain rules, boundaries, limitations. And then this new smells in this new house with the new sounds, it creates a learning experience. Dogs love to travel. So the more you bring a dog to different places, right? I love Cracker Barrel. So imagine if I go to Cracker Barrel and bring my dog, of course I don't want him to touch the food, but by then my dog already know the certain smells he can't touch unless the human gives it to them. But the first thing they have to learn is to stay away from smells. The easiest way to teach a dog to stay away from smell is when they're tired and they have very basic rules, boundaries, limitations. That's why the walk gives you so much influence in the mind of a dog. Well, if where you're traveling, they don't allow dogs, or the relatives or the friends that you're traveling don't want dogs, that will be the only reason why I will not bring dogs. Dogs rather be with us than stay back. It's like a little kid. I'd rather be with my parents, right? Than just staying behind. I understand that sometimes we have to teach our dogs to detach, and for the dog, for many times that's actually a very good exercise for dogs, especially if a dog has become a little too obsessive to be with the human, and the dog has developed anxiety, separation anxiety. That would be a perfect reason of practicing that. But if the dog is well behaved, I would love to bring him everywhere, honestly. I think at one point, humanity will understand that a human without a dog is kind of weird to look at it. I won't trust him. Well, always, I'm always going to talk about the first formula I created, when I was learning English. Exercise, discipline, affection, the body, the mind, the heart. So once you arrive, let's say I'm going from here to Kansas City, the arriving there will be the affection. How we're going to experience is going to be through exercise, right? I'm going to run, I'm going to have rollerblades. You know me, I put rollerblades, I put a bike. I'm going to run that energy out, and then I'm going to remind the dog, listen, yes, Kansas City smells different, sounds different, and everything is different, but it's the same rules, boundaries, limitations, right? So then the dog says, yeah, hey, it's a different smells, but it's the same rules. It's a different sound, but it's the same boundaries. It's a different, sights, but it's the same limits. So then the dog will become actually more wise because I'm exposing them to different, every country, every state, every city is going to have their own essence. But my dog is going to get the benefit by being tired, entering into the city, learning the same rules, boundaries, limitations, and he gets to enjoy the people in Kansas City, or the people in Michigan, or the people in Nebraska, right? That's the reward by my dog practicing what I call calm surrender. Happy-go-lucky is after the dog shows that he remembers the rules, boundaries, and limitations. That's what people call well-behaved, or my dog is obedient. Then I bring the happy-go-lucky energy of it, and then he can enjoy, especially having the halo collar with, having a backyard everywhere. My dog can go practically anywhere, and that's the beauty of that I want to bring to people's life, right? because, life is beautiful, and sometimes, it's good to live a natural, simple, profound. And the easiest way to live a natural, simple, profound life is with animals. We have to be mindful that when we travel, some people have a back of the pack dog. Those are more sensitive. And some people have a middle of the pack. Those are happy-go-lucky dogs. Some people have a very strong paw front of the pack, and those are always alert, protecting, giving direction. So you have to be mindful of what position in the pack you're carrying, right? Because that's really what you're carrying. It's not the breed, it's not the name, it's not the gender. It's really the position that they're born with, because the back of the pack dogs, when you put them into a new situation and your energy is not right and your philosophy is not right, those guys are going to become afraid of the experience, right? So a lot of people call me and say, my dog is afraid going in the car, or my dog drools a lot when he goes in the car. So all of that is, even travel for a dog could be from your house to the dog park, from the house to the vet, right? And so if you don't prepare right by not knowing the position of the pack of your dog, the dog will end up having a psychological problem. Now, middle of the pack. And so middle of the pack, if you don't prepare him right, he gets overly excited. You can't have a peaceful time because your dog is making a lot of sounds. A front of the pack dog not being told to become surrender before the car moves, he's gonna become like a police dog. He's gonna start looking for things, right? And that, you're going to feel it. My dog wants to get another dog. My dog wants to get a cat. So then instead of you enjoying the traveling and the experience, you start sensing something. And it's all because you didn't know how to help your back of the pack, your middle of the pack, your front of the pack. I've never, in my whole entire career, I've seen a dog as a breed or as a breed. I always look at them, what position of the pack this dog was born, and then the energy this dog has developed due to not being understood, right? So I've done a lot of rehabilitations when dogs go into the car. And a lot of times people can't travel because the dog has developed anxiety, fear, too much excitement, or the dog becomes extremely aggressive in the car, right? So to prevent that and to make sure the dogs do enjoy, going with us everywhere, because they should, in my point of view, the dogs should go everywhere. We have to understand that part. And all dogs, regardless of the position of the pack, they all benefit with the longest walk you can ever give. Having amazing holidays. Every day is a holiday for me. So every single day I practice trust, respect, love, exercise, discipline, affection. I am 55 years old, and I hope you can feel my happiness, my health, my heart, and that my mind is constantly moving. And how can I educate the whole entire world so everybody in this incredible planet have the most amazing relationship with a dog? Why not? Why not? We're in such a short period of time on this beautiful planet that we have to make sure we're grateful for life, we manage time wisely, and we create amazing memories. Have a safe, peace, and love, Halo memories and Halo holidays. Thank you so much for your trust, respect, and love. Bye.